Hello, it is Carla Italiano coming at you live from Savannah, Georgia. Welcome to day 79 of our 90-day social media challenge. This is fun. 5 levels of momentum in network marketing. We're going to talk about that. And we just learned about this yesterday. Again, thank you for your patience as I catch up from being a little under the weather, and you can still hear it in my voice, but I'm doing so much better. So this is exciting. So success loves speed. We hear that all the time, right? And momentum. You got to get momentum and keep momentum. Well, in network marketing, there are 5 levels. And it's not that like one is better than the other. There's just different levels to recognize. So one level of momentum is when the industry of network marketing is in momentum. Like we see these sometimes in a recession or different times of the year, but usually it's in more of a season, like when a certain virus hit a couple years ago. It was good for a lot of network marketing companies as a whole. But that season can peak, and so when that peak comes down, it might feel like it's lower, but typically we're still on a trajectory, so that's a great thing. Second level of momentum is the company. So when the company is growing, you feel it at the events. Like each event is more and more people, is really super fun. That is a blast. Third level is when your team is in momentum. That's the best. Like I remember the very first time after building probably a year or two, and we would like add people to our Facebook groups. I remember the first time somebody welcomed somebody into the group, and not only did I not know the person they were welcoming, I didn't know the person who was making the post, which meant that like layers down deep in our team, we're bringing people in and following the systems. It is the best feeling when your team is in momentum. That is super fun. Fourth is when a specific group or a specific line or a specific team within the team is in momentum. That's fun because then you can recognize the leaders in that group or the people who are on fire, and that inspires your other groups. So that's super fun. Our particular one is a binary, so it's really simple, and a lot of times there's so much teamwork, so it's really easy to really acknowledge and edify people who are running. And then fifth level is me, individually. When we are momentum individually, then it's fun. And the secret to it all, and this is a great illustration, is light the fire from the bottom. So think about the new person coming in. Sometimes if we as leaders can bring new people in and find the people who are on fire to grow, it ignites all the people who may have been in the team for weeks, months, years, and may have lost a little bit of that glow. It's so much fun when a new person comes in, he just is on fire and they're sharing, and it grows the belief of everyone. And so the easiest way to grow momentum is by lighting it from the bottom. That's why new people are so valuable for the energy that they bring. So 5 levels of momentum. In order to grow in general, got to find your flow. So another theme from our training yesterday was to start to establish your flow. What's your daily method of operation, your DMO? And know specifically what you're doing for kind of the core pillars of growing your network marketing business on social media. And there's 4 main pillars to have an idea for yourself. Which of these tactics are you finding that you enjoy and that are working? So the first of the pillars is lead generation. Like what's going to be the main one? Are you at that point in the chart where your attraction is high so that people are reaching out to you consistently? If not, what's your tactic for finding other people? I love the find ad message in the Facebook groups. And from our class, it seemed like in the chat, that's what most people were feeling too. That has been an amazing strategy for me. I've met just some amazing people in Facebook groups. So find ad message is definitely for my lead generation. We'd love to know yours. Drop it in the chat or message me. What's your lead generation tactic that you love the most so far? Second pillar is content creation. What's your core go-to content creation, or what's your flow? Like how many lives you're going to do, how many static posts, how many reels. I started to make like a summary sheet last night, actually, just kind of summarizing static posts, reels, lives, and stories, all the things that we've learned, just to kind of have a look at it and say, okay, how can I organize this and let it flow? So putting that together for sure. Third is conversion. How do we convert people from just followers and watchers into people who are open to taking a look? How do we qualify them and ask the question, right? So we get them exposed to our business. So basically ask the question, is it like take the time to reach out to them, curiously, you say their name, just wondering, curiously, would you be open to take a look at information on a game-changing way to make money on social media? If not, no worries. Just thought I would ask. So simply asking the question to the people that you're engaging in conversation with is a great to convert is conversion. And fourth is tracking. Tracking the things that are working. What we track, we can grow. And sometimes it can feel mundane. And sometimes I'm honest, I can fall behind on it. On this class, it has helped me to be consistent because we have specific things we're supposed to track and report each week. Even though sometimes I've fallen behind, I still go back and I tally up things and I keep a notebook with the people I'm reaching out to. Again, it gets cumbersome, but it's great because I can really hold myself accountable and I can see if I'm not getting the results that I want, which are the areas that I'm not taking the action as much as I want. I might feel like I'm talking to a bunch of people, but when I count up how many people have actually asked the question to, it's lower a lot of times than I expect. And so that's the way to stay accountable, is simply to track. So those are the four main pillars: lead generation, content creation, conversion, and tracking. So the dare is simple. What are you using as a strategy to get to your next level in each of those four? What are you using to get your next lead, your next post, your next conversion strategy, and how are you tracking? So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you're not already. Feel free to share and invite others. We'd love to know how things are going for you. And I'm going to hop on. Today's live class starts in like 3 minutes. So I'll be back soon, hopefully, with that content for you as well, depending on how long that class goes. So thanks so much for following along.